Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the Ag Report. Well, lots of big news coming out of the American Farm Bureau Convention in Salt Lake City this week. Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack announced a $200 million investment in renewable energy and domestic fertilizer projects. Nearly 700 renewable projects were announced to cut energy costs for farmers and ag businesses, and Vilsack announced the next round of investments to increase domestic fertilizer production.
We know that for far too long we have been over-reliant on others to supply the fertilizer necessary for crop production. We've identified roughly 90 projects that we're exploring for around $900 million. And today we're announcing 7 more projects that will receive up to $50 million. So there's a tremendous opportunity for us to substantially expand access to fertilizer and lower costs for farmers.
One of those fertilizer expansion grants is coming to Montana. Farmers Union Oil Company of Circle will receive $3.3 million to increase production capacity, as well as safety and operational efficiency equipment within the new plant. The project is expected to save 5 local jobs and create 2 additional positions to help provide affordable fertilizer options. Also at the Farm Bureau Convention, an alliance of farm organizations, including Farm Bureau and Farmers Union, launched a mental health initiative called Together All. It's a free, anonymous online mental health service to provide a nationwide safety net of confidential and on-demand support to farmers, ranchers, and their families. Thanks for being with us this morning. Join us back here shortly for the markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Welcome back to the Ag Report. The federal government announced last week it's planning to restore a breeding population of grizzly bears in the Bitterroot ecosystem in western Montana and Idaho. The key decision by the Fish and Wildlife Service will be whether to manually reintroduce the bears or manage conditions to allow grizzlies to naturally settle in the area themselves, which could take 15 to 20 years. The service says no breeding grizzlies live in the Bitterroot, but bears have been spotted there. Public information sessions will be held next month and comments accepted until March 18th. Well, after lower trade to start the week, the cattle futures found their footing on optimism around higher cash and stronger box beef. Cash trade narrowly higher, but packers are looking short bought this week. Live sales last week averaged 174, dressed at 274. The feeder market steady to 3 higher at Montana Livestock Auction. 5-weight steers from $2.84 to $3. 6 weights from $2.46 on the heavy end up to $2.87 on the lighter side, and 5-weight heifers range in $2.72 to $2.90. Strong demand from ethnic buyers pushed the lamb market $25 to $35 higher at Pays, with 60 to 80 pound lambs from $2.35 to $2.50. And winter wheat prices showing some slight recovery, but still near their lowest levels in over 2 years. Better winter wheat conditions this year are limiting rallies, and reports of a larger than expected Australian wheat crop could make moving wheat even more difficult here in early 2024. Well, that's going to do it for this morning's report. Have a good one.